Hello, everybody. I'm on the ball today, it seems. Welcome along to the little farm. Little town map. Yes, little town map. Little farm in the little town. I covered myself nicely. I'm wide awake today, you might be glad to hear. You might not, I don't know. So, let's get going straight away, because this needs to be done. You may notice that the sound is significantly higher than it was. That's because I moved up to the usual mark of about 30%. That is way too loud. This equipment is too loud. There we go. I got the sound at 10% again. I had the sound at 30%. That is way too loud for stream. If it was a video, I could change sounds and whatnot. Oh well. So how's everybody doing today? I can see somebody is watching. I don't know who, but I can see somebody is. How is everybody doing? If you're friends with me on Steam, you'll have spotted me. You might have at least spotted me going into Farm Sim a bit earlier on, very, very briefly. I was testing the mystery mod. Passed all my tests. As far as I'm aware, it is gold standard. It is. It works perfectly. I like the texture work. Everything about it is it's quite good so far. I'm gonna sneak it into a. Well, I'm gonna use it on my testing map for a bit. Get a more full idea of what it's like. So, I know there's been a few comments on the video of Little Farm about the size of the equipment. And I do appreciate this is hilariously tiny. However, it's somewhat intentionally tiny. I didn't want to start off with like big stuff, so the aim is to kind of build up to a big... to a reasonably sized fleet, I guess. I want to harvest in second gear, don't I? Yeah, there we go. I don't want to have like this tiny little fleet forever. Probably want that closed, considering that seems to be a flap that releases the grain. I don't want to have a tiny little fleet like this stuff on the map forever. I will be moving stuff in and out and going up through bigger equipment over time. However, right now this is what we've got, and I'm not gonna upgrade straight away. I'm gonna do another harvest with this stuff up. Ooh, the other field I've got is quite large. I may in fact upgrade straight away. I was going to originally do like 2 harvests with this stuff. Hello Ford! Yes, I'm wearing my glasses today. I slept super well last night. You might all be glad to hear. I went to bed a few hours later than I'd intended. But I slept amazingly well. It was like 10 hours of beautiful sleep. And woke up this morning and it was raining, which was kind of a pleasant surprise for the farming community, I guess. It was forecast to rain, and I'm kind of glad that it did. Especially seeing as the lawn's just been mowed and there's weed killer down and that kind of stuff has been going on. And yeah, I will be streaming Little Town over... Today is Friday, yes. Little Town streams are going to be Fridays and Sundays. Just to break up the amount of Cobra I play. And when I play Cobra. Because Cobra's great, but I find myself getting a bit bored. Your heavy shower ours lasts about 10-15 minutes of a really quite heavy rain. It's good though. The ground needs rain. But yes, I'm wearing my glasses just partially because I want to, partially because my eyes are kind of well focused today. And I have been testing out the mystery mod, the one that I'm not talking about in great detail. I have tested that and it works perfectly. I just now want to wait for the correct time to bring it into the maps. And I will be using it on both maps. I'm just waiting for the right time to bring it in, so let's figure out. That right time will come soon. Hopefully. I'll tell you what it is? No! That would spoil the fun. The entire point of keeping it a secret is so that you guys are a bit surprised when it finally shows up in the maps. That's the entire point of keeping it a secret. But it does work pretty much perfectly. The only minor quibble I have with it is that I don't like the store picture 100%. I'm not convinced by that. It's not a John Deere. I told you this yesterday. It's not a John Deere. I can 100% guarantee the fact that it is not a John Deere. Although I do have one on this map. Already, I've got the Model A on this map. Again, because... well, I wanted to get the entire Small Farms pack. Or at least the majority of it. It's not a case, and I'm not telling you what it is. I'm not going to tell you what the mod is. Hello, farming donkey. And what's more, you can look for the mod wherever the hell you like, you won't find it. You can look wherever you like, you won't find it anywhere quite yet. How's everybody doing today? I'm feeling really good. I slept well last night. You have a vintage run tomorrow. That is awesome. I'd love to go to a vintage run if I had the time and if I could find one that suited everything. This evening I'm probably going to watch, just as kind of a mini plan for myself for the rest of the day, I'm probably going to watch Muhammad Ali's funeral because I respected that man so much. And I just want to kind of watch his final farewell. Hey Chief. You going in the 7000? Why not a good tractor like a Massey? Where did I get this harvester? This is from the Small Farms pack, which is available on modcentral.co.uk. The link is in the mod list, which is linked in the description. The very top of the description of this stream. The tractor is also from Mod Central. They're both by Chaos Knight. And they're both from the IH family. The tractor is a Farmall 300. The harvester is a Case. And they're both very, very high quality pieces of equipment. Therefore, why aren't you going on a good tractor like a John Deere or Massey Ferguson? Why are you bringing a Ford 7000? Ford don't even make tractors anymore. I mean, you know, so they were obviously doing something wrong when they were making them. There we go. Let's tab over to this guy. Is this thing a 4 gear? No, it's just 3 gear. Good. How dare I? How dare I what? Ford don't make tractors anymore. When was the last time you saw a brand new Ford tractor? I would guess It was in the 90s. I want to do a bit more pruning of the trees around here as well. And actually I want to go at the back someday and I want to go at the back in real life and prune the tree out there, because when I was doing the lawns yesterday, I kept walking into a branch. I disrespected the fort name. Well, that could be argued, yes, but it's a fact that they don't make tractors anymore. Oh, I knew I meant to do something. I meant to go in and check how the hell they managed to get the sunflower texture working. Where did I get this map? This is on FSUK. The link is at the very, very bottom of the description. Which is, I know, a very awkward place to put it, but that's where I have it. This is called Little Town. It is a quite very small map, but it is very, very well made. There are a couple of required mods. I think there's one, as far as I know, and that is the dirt control and terrain response mod. You do require that. I have the terrain response in mine turned off. I compared Ford to a John Deere. Thank you for the link, Chief. That is in fact the map link there, if you want to download it. Oh dear. Is it a European map or an American map? It is, I believe it's based in Britain. I think it's based in the UK, judging by the field shapes and field sizes and whatnot. It is fictional though. It's based on like an amalgam of UK stuff. I tend not to play American maps. They don't really appeal to me all that much. I'm not now, nor have I really ever been a big fan of the big square block that American maps tend to call fields. It's just uninteresting and a bit dull. It does, however, help with hard workers. I'm not unmodding you, Ford. Half the fun of having you as a mod is that you don't like being a mod anymore. Now, the issue I've kind of come across on this map is I have no idea where sunflowers and whatnot are supposed to be stored. Is there like a storage for them in here somewhere that I don't know about? Maybe like one of these is for sunflowers? All you play is American maps, all your mods are American. I mean, that's your choice. All my mods are kind of British style because, I mean, I live in Ireland. I kind of prefer British style farming. And with American mods, I know that you kind of want bigger maps. I much prefer smaller ones. I don't know what this is all about. I'm guessing that's the bale sell point there. I'm guessing also that if there is... oh dear. If there is a sunflower storage point, it's gonna be in over here somewhere. Your truck is updated again. I know! They're really pushing the updates. The downside of that is it's gonna mean that Truckers MP is probably gonna take a bit longer to... update, which means it's gonna be a few extra days again before MP for don't exactly know why this thing has four-wheel drive capabilities. Sorry if that sounded racist. No, it's your personal choice. I mean, my personal choice is that I prefer British and Irish maps because they tend to have, to me, more interesting terrain and field shapes and field sizes. American maps, by and large, the ones that I've played, are more or less just, hey, big fields, hooray. Oh, what? This is a tip point? Have I accidentally found the sunflower storage? Is it... Which one of these is sunflower storage? I've got this turned off. Sunflower 3524. Interesting. Because... Hey, Ford, if you keep doing that, I'll start timing you out. You love your American flag. Again, it's like map choices come down to sometimes what you prefer, sometimes it's just what you're comfortable with, and sometimes it's just like something you can associate yourself with. And British and Irish maps are very much my style. I could play on American maps, but I would have to go mental with courseplay, which I don't really like. Courseplay, it breaks a bit too much. What did Jeef do that you want to be unmodded, Ford? Is it that you just don't like Jeef, in which case it's your problem? He's trying... What do you mean he's trying to put you out of mod? Fun little fact, I'm the only one who can choose who is or is not a mod. Mainly because YouTube doesn't allow for channel managers, which is annoying. All Jeef has done is help. And of late for it, all you've done is ask to be unmodded. Which is not only unhelpful, but it's disruptive. You'll clear off? If you want to clear off, that's your choice. I'm not unmodding you. I mean, there's... Jeef is doing nothing that is going to prevent you from being a mod as well. It's just you being a bit odd and paranoid about Jeef for whatever reason. So, in hindsight, this equipment choice maybe wasn't the best because it is hilariously tiny. I kind of regret choosing the small farms pack as the starter vehicles on this map. But at the same time, I stand by my logic of, well... Yeah, Jeef got modded because he's helpful as all hell. And... you know, that's the kind of person I want to be able to reward somehow. With, you know, and the only way I can reward people is by giving them a mod. Will I do dairy or sheep? I don't know. I might do both, but kind of the plan for right now is just to get this crop up. I could do pigs and beef as well, but I think I'm gonna... Oh, there's been nothing done. I've been a bit manically busy of late, working on different things and testing things and fixing things and getting distracted by 1,000,001 different things going on. And it's all my fault. I'm not making excuses, it is my fault. And yeah, I mean, this is essentially my free time. I don't have to stream, I can just make videos. Ford wants unmodded because he doesn't like Jeef. And I don't quite understand that logic. I haven't recorded tomorrow's video yet, which is kind of annoying. Today's video was uploaded literally earlier on today because I recorded it like 11 o'clock last night. I dozed off while it was a cheeky brute. How? Is it because he makes fun of the Ford 7000 thing? Because I do that as well. In fact, I started that. Yeah, it's a joke. If you can't take the joke, that's your issue. You know, I started the whole Ford 7 thing, and even if he did, I'm gonna stand behind him because it's harmless. It's not a personal attack on you. Yeah, it's a joke. It's not an attack. You think it's okay? No, Ford, you think that. That's what you think. And if you're just going to be disruptive, I can very, very easily just ban you. He's done nothing today at all except be helpful, and that's all he ever is. And all you ever are for is just disruptive. You just constantly find something to make trouble. Whether it's Jeef being a mod or you deciding you want to be off Steam or something like that. You're just constantly creating drama for yourself. I don't understand it. Jeef can't ban you. I'm the only person who can ban mods. Yeah, you know what, I'll just give you what you want for it. You don't want to be a mod, you won't be a mod. I gotta find you my bloody mod list here. There you go. You're no longer a mod. You got what you want. Now stop complaining. And if you keep complaining, you'll be timed out. I can ban people from the chat, is what I meant. I can't ban people from... Thank you, Faye. I was going to do that. You literally asked for it, Ford. You spent half an hour demanding it, and half an hour yesterday demanding it. Don't complain when you get what you want. If you don't want to be in a chat room where Jeef is a mod, you can find one. You can find a different person to watch. Because I'm sick and tired of you disrupting the streams constantly. It's Jeep does it because he wants to do it. I'm not. You could have done all that stuff as well, and I'd be praising the two of you. Yeah, I praise you just as much. But I mean, you just come in here, and start making demands and disrupting stuff. So, consider that a warning. Just stop complaining, stop demanding, and stop being a whiny little child. Because that's the way I'm seeing you right now, is just a whiny little child. I know Jeef is also young. I mean, a lot of people who do watch me are young, and I've no problem with that. But I have an issue with people acting like children and demanding something and then crying when they get it, complaining when they get what they want. I've got major issues with that, because there's a lot of people who never get what they want. A lot of people put in a lot of effort to get things they want, and it just never happens for them. And I've got nothing but respect for people who are putting in the effort to get what they want. I mean, I want this channel to be successful. I'm putting in as much effort as I humanly can, and you've got issues with Farmer Jeef. I know that. And that's your issue. Have you done something? Nope. I was saying you're young as well, Jeef, and you're not acting like a whiny little brat when you don't get something you want. Or when you do get something you want. You're just doing your best to help. You got major issues. If you got issues with somebody in the chat, just leave them be private issues. Yeah, I don't understand it. I got ish. I'm a brat. Okay. You can be quiet for 5 minutes. Don't like being called a brat? You can go into the timeout corner. You act like a child, you get treated like one. I'm not dealing with that. Don't make nearly enough off YouTube to deal with that. If I was PewDiePie, I'd deal with that quite easily, but no. I'm not in. I want this to be like a positive place, and Ford, you've been nothing but negative for a while. Actually, since I made Jeef Mod, you've been nothing but negative, and I literally tweeted earlier today about making the stream more positive and being more positive, and you single-handedly caused a lot of negativity. So, to change the subject entirely, and the first half hour of the stream, that's done and dusted. It will not be brought up again. I think he's just upset because he wants praise for whatever reason. He just wants praise, and because you were being helpful, you got praise and he didn't, and he got jealous or something. But what happened happened. It's done now. We won't bring it up again. But I saw Bipolar Prophet brought out a video. I didn't actually watch the video yet, but BP brought out a video of what he thinks should be an FS17 and what he hopes to see and what he'd like to see. And I've got literally one thing that I want to see in FS17. I think it is something that Giants should add. It needs to be in the game. It's not new crops, it's not new animals, it's not new anything. It's alt tip by default. And my reasoning is Giants are big into the console crowd now. Giants are big into getting their console sales, which, you know, is their prerogative. They need to make money. They got bills to pay. They probably realize that not everybody can afford a gaming PC, so they're going into consoles. And they've been selling since 2013, I believe. They've been selling on consoles, and that's not an issue. It did cause some issues with FS15, but that's in the past as well. The one thing that you can't do on consoles that you can do on PC is get mods. And one of the best mods, in my opinion, one of the best kinds of mods, is the alt tip placeable pile kind of mod, where you can tell the game, hey, I want to tip over here. I want to put some crops down over here. 2015 was the first console release. Oh, okay. You know, I want to put crops down, we'll say in the middle of this field. I want to just put a big pile of sugar beets. You can't do that on consoles. And that's Giants missing a trick. That's something Giants need to implement. And it'd make the game better. I mean, it'd save the guys who spend weeks and months of their time getting alt tip to work. It'd save them those weeks or months, and they can come up with a more awesome mod that can change the game in a whole new way. Giants need to do that. They almost had it in FS15. It looked like it got cancelled at the last minute. I think Giants need to put it into FS17 now. It just needs to be a thing. And I was... What was I doing when I was thinking about this? I was... can I come on Discord today? No. I don't think I'll have the time today because I want to watch the Muhammad Ali ceremony thing. And I need to record tomorrow's video yet. So if I have time later on, I will. I'll be working on something else while I'm on, but I can potentially come on. Because remember, I do have like a bunch of stuff going on in the background constantly. I don't necessarily talk about everything I do. Some of the stuff I do, I have mentioned to one or two of you guys, but I don't necessarily let everybody know everything that's happening. Ford, I'm not falling in for that. I'm not gonna fall for that trick. I wasn't born yesterday. Oops. But yes, long and the short of it is I may or may not be on Discord today. I will be on Discord in the main lobby. I'll be putting links into everything over the coming days. Throughout E3, whenever there's a press conference, I will be on Discord. That is a personal guarantee. It's going to cause some disruptions, I know, but that's my issues. They're my problems. They're my issues. I need to make the time to do this. I won't be able to have voice chat just because it's going to be late at night and I want to be considerate and, you know, let people sleep. But what I will do is I'll be in the main chat rooms. I'll be talking to you guys. Or the main chat room of my own Discord server. I'll be in the lobby there and we can chat. And if you guys want to have voice calls or whatever, I can set up an E3 chat lobby there. And yeah. What's Discord? It's like TeamSpeak. It is it's a peer-to-peer voice thingy. It's like TeamSpeak, but it's free. I've heard some people say it's better than TeamSpeak. The main selling point for me was that it's free. And it's very, very easy to set up. You literally got... if you wanted to get into my Discord right now, I could send you a link and you could get in via your browser. I have the desktop application, but it is browser based as well. You can get in very easily. I don't know how many slots a Discord server has, but I've got a private room set up there. If I'm, we'll say, on Discord but recording, and you see me, you wouldn't be allowed in, would you? Yes, you would. I'm not gonna like ban people from Discord unless they're, again, extremely disruptive on the Discord. But I mean that's gonna be kind of for special events. Yeah, people are jumping over from TeamSpeak, probably just because of the pricing thing. I mean, Discord is free. TeamSpeak is what, $6 or $7 for a 12-person server? That's a lot. That's a lot of money. And if and when I do multiplayer, what's that Discord link? Ford, stop complaining. You got what you wanted, now stop complaining. Did I play an ad earlier? I didn't play an ad earlier, so I'm just gonna hit play ad here and continue working. Oh, that's the link to my Discord, yes. So if you click the link that Jeef just put in, which presumably he ripped from my Twitch channel, you're asking a question? No, that was a statement. I didn't see any question mark. To be blunt, I never said you were in the contractors in the first place. I haven't chosen who I want to be coming in, because there are other mods that I have that I need to give out. Should somebody come onto that Cobra map with me. Because I have edited all the seeders that I have. They're all edited. Yeah, I never said you were in the first place. I said I might bring contractors in, I never said who. I said it was likely, but I never said it was guaranteed. I also never said I would definitely bring contractors in. Again, saying something is likely doesn't mean it's 100% guaranteed. I mean, it's likely that the Republic of Ireland will not score a goal in the entirety of Euro 2016. Nightbot's gonna bop that. It's likely that Ireland won't score a goal in Euro 2016. It's not a guarantee. I'd expect Ireland to maybe score 1 or 2. I wouldn't expect them to be getting through, though. Do I have caps marked off on Nightbot, I wonder? Because there's no need to shout. I can see reasonably well. I was going to say perfectly well. No. There's blatant evidence that that would not be a fact. That would be factually incorrect. It doesn't look like it. I'll have to go into Nightbot and fiddle a bit. Hey Harry, how you doing? I'm just gonna start ignoring Ford at this point, because you're just being disruptive and I'm not gonna indulge you anymore. Very friendly when the new face shows up though. Oh, what? Okay, that's odd. My eyes are actually sore. genuinely painful. I wasn't talking about you, Harry. You came in at the wrong time. Oh my god, what's wrong with my eyes? That's really strange. I'm genuinely sorry if I upset you somehow, Harry. You came in and I was talking to Ford, and I think I may have managed to mix up two different sentences into one and make it horribly wrong. Yeah, are you alright? Because I don't like to see people coming in and, like, the second thing they say being a sad face. Yeah, happy faces are very welcome. Sad faces, not so much. I hope that I can change sad faces into happy ones, but I really don't know. I'm still actually kind of tired. If I'm being honest, I'll probably go to bed again quite early tonight. And I'm gonna stop watching wrestling, I think. There we go, Harry. There's the happy faces. I think I'm gonna stop watching. Oh dear. Oh dear, Nightbot with that troll timeout. It was only 5 seconds though, so you should be able to talk again. Oh, Nightbot, you absolute troll. Good lord. That's why a lot of people don't use bots in their streams as mods. Is because robots can't really take a joke all that well. Oh dear. I've just kind of come to the conclusion that wearing a jumper today was a terrible idea. I'm not wearing a t-shirt, but this is really quite a light cottony material, which is great in the winter. Yeah, this jumper was a mistake, and quite a big one at that. I'm one of the best YouTubers you know? You probably don't know that many then. Has chat froze? Ah, dang it has. Has it? Yes. Thank you for pointing that one out. I speak to a few different YouTubers fairly regularly, and I genuinely believe I'm the worst of them. Just because I don't know, I just don't think my content is as good as others. See you, Ford. Your ETS2 update says it's unsafe for your PC. What on earth? Game decided to uninstall Scandinavia. You got a lot going on at home. Dude, keep your personal stuff to yourself if you can. I know that like everybody has stuff going on offline and whatever, but keep it offline. Don't, when you come onto YouTube, you come onto YouTube to be entertained. If you got personal stuff going on, try and forget about it. Do your best, but Don't let it affect you that much. Don't let it get you. Because there's a lot going on around me and around. You understand? That's what it said. That's really odd. Was that a post from Truckers MP? What the hell's... What's going on with SCS lately? They've had like 7 ETS2 updates this week. Have they accidentally broken something? Because like all the updates to ETS2, every time there is one, that means it's going to take slightly longer for Truckers MP to update properly. I've updated it, but I don't have Scandinavia, so it doesn't really matter too much. From their official website. So, from the official website, if you got it from there, what sometimes happens is those updates are .exe files or .zips. Sometimes antiviruses get very confused when they see a .exe that modifies another .exe. I would wager that update is safe, and that it's just your antivirus going, whoa, hang on a second. That's an exe that modifies an exe. What? Normally these are bad news bears. But SCS, yeah, that's your antivirus being a bit overly protective. It should, in theory, be fine. You got it on Steam. Did anybody else have an issue with the new update? Apparently deciding to uninstall Scandinavia? Which, I mean, I don't have Scandinavia, so I don't need to worry about that, but that's a very odd bug. That's an extremely odd bug. I do love this old machinery. I will be honest. Like I use it because you know, it's tiny, it's hilarious, it's funny, but I do genuinely enjoy using it at the same time. And yes, it takes an age to do anything, but they're quality mods. There's no real issues with them as such. Because some farm sim mods, especially in 2013, when FSUK ran the like they turned every zip file into an exe, they would regularly show up as being potential problems with antiviruses. Usually it's just like the antivirus gets a bit like, whoa, hang on a second, this shouldn't be doing this. 99%, yes, 99 times out of 100 you won't have an issue. You got it when you saw me doing a live stream on it. I'm honoured that I aided your decision in buying the game. I mean, I personally, when I'm like doing off-camera work or just chilling playing another game, which is getting surprisingly rare now, I'm usually watching a live stream or a video or a playlist. And as I said yesterday, of late it's been Kitchen Nightmares. Which I just love to see all the deluded people on it. Hey Max, how you doing today? I just love watching Kitchen Nightmares because everybody on it is deluded. It's like, oh, I'm a great chef. You make nothing but frozen food. You're a defroster at best. Like, the frozen food they make on it isn't even good frozen food. It's like, well, we'll throw this slop into this slop to make a pink slop. Chef. You go. I'm good. I'm still a bit tired. I heard some news that did affect me slightly this morning. I would call it bad news. It's not about the channel, it's a personal thing, so I'm going to keep it off the channel, but by and large. It did affect me though. It kind of it hit something that I thought wasn't as tender as it was. Let's put it that way. But other than that, perfectly fine. Still no sign of the track hat for those of you on track hat watch. It still hasn't arrived. I would guess now that the earliest it'll arrive will be Monday. And if it's not here by Wednesday or Thursday, I guess I'll try and get him. I'll try and get in contact with the guys over at Trackhat to find out what's going on with it. Because I want to give you guys like a look at it and see how it performs, and after maybe a few weeks of me using it, to a few weeks to a month of me using it, I'd like to do a kind of a review of it, just to see, just to kind of, because first impressions are great, but they're only good to a point. It's like, what do I think of this thing the second I get it? Well, I'm probably gonna think it's great, because you get that buyer's delusion of, oh, this is great, but then when you start using it for a while, maybe over the course of a month or so, your opinion might change. You might find issues with it that you've had to deal with, and you can talk about those issues, and that kind of stuff happens. Like with the G27, I fixed the issue I was having with it. The ATS streams and videos, you would have noticed the G27 was strangely loud. Regardless of what I was doing. I fixed the issue that was causing that. The excessive rattling noise. And it wasn't actually the G27 causing it. Well, it was, but the source of the problem wasn't the G27. The G27 vibrating and giving force feedback was actually exacerbating a different problem. And that problem was one of the straps on the shock mount for my microphone had come loose. I literally fixed that in tonight's video, and there's a before and after segment. And it is, just from looking at the tracks I can see in my in Audacity, because I do get tracks in Audacity and whatnot. The difference is night and day. It's almost entirely silent in ATS now, and the fact that I got the centering spring turns on dampens that noise a bit more even. So I have no complaints at all about those decisions that I made, or the G27 in general. I mean, I don't actually know anybody who regrets buying a G27. I know a few who regret buying farm sim wheels, because the farm sim wheels are I'll just put this as positively as I can. Cytec are great at making flight sim equipment, and maybe they should stick with what they're good at. They gave up doing wheels a few years ago, and their quality of the farm sim wheel probably justifies their giving up on wheels a few years ago. The construction methods for a flight stick and a simulation wheel should be very, very different by and large, and they seem to have used similar construction methods. When certain parts should have been metal, or at least had like a bit of a metal binding or cladding on it, they didn't. Your ETS2 is off. ETS2 is offline. There. Yeah. That's Scandinavia issue. ATS is better than ETS2. I genuinely think that. I think the immediate quality of ATS shows how far SCS has come as a company since bringing out ETS2. And it's very, very difficult to this is going to sound like I'm criticizing ETS2. It's not. I'm not. It's very hard to take a small step backwards in quality to play ETS2. Yeah, ATS doesn't have the quantity of stuff ETS2 has, but you know what? Quality can outweigh quantity any day. Especially when it's like such amazing detail work. And I know they're running the same engine, but the detail work in ATS just seems that tiny bit better. Yeah, Truckers MP won't have updated because ETS is still updating, it seems. It kind of looks like SCS are doing bug fixes on ETS2 at the moment. Or something to that effect. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing, but they're doing something to it. And yeah, it's going to be a few days at least before MP is up and running again, I would guess. There's a huge I think the biggest difference for me is that ATS allows me to experience something that I couldn't experience just by going outside. Like, ETS2 is great and all that, but a lot of the roads, if I wanted to see something like that, I could go for a walk. You know, I could go for a drive somewhere. I could find roads that look a lot like what you'd see in ETS2. ATS, I'd probably have to go to America. I don't see those trucks. I don't see a lot of those vehicles on an everyday basis. Whereas here, it's like, oh, it's a truck. It doesn't matter. And yeah, yes, the themed deliveries, like excavators to building sites and you know, TVs to Walmart, they make sense. Not like in ETS2 where it's like, oh yeah, we need a trailer load of tractors to be delivered to this grocery store. Does the owner of the grocery store know what they're buying? More importantly, does the owner of the grocery store know how big tractors actually are? Yeah, it just kind of breaks immersion in ETS2 at times, and you get like delivering a boat, like this really beautiful speedboat to a building site in the center of Germany. It's like, well, that's a sea speedboat. That's supposed to be out on the open sea. You know, that should be delivered to the French Riviera, or you know, the Spanish coast, the Costa del Sol, or Monte Carlo, not some building site in the middle of Germany. Even delivering it to Venice or somewhere in Austria would kind of make sense because they got lovely rivers and river views. I don't know. That's just kind of me nitpicking, because ETS2 is still an amazing game. The truck sims by SCS are by far the best simulators on the market right now. In terms of like the balance between hardcore simulation and casual gameplay. They allow for the we'll say more casual people to have the game set up to their liking, where maybe damage is turned off and there is no such thing as a speeding fine, and you know, the truck can go as fast as they want. Whereas the sim guys and the more hardcore guys who just want, you know, a full simulation experience can, although I don't like the speed limiter being on anyway, which is why it's always turned off unless I'm doing a World of Trucks thing, I tend to have all the simulation options on except for the truck limiters, because I don't... the reason I do that is just because the speed limiter doesn't make sense in the context. You don't have a truck that has like a hard speed limit that is significantly less. He expects Oregon and Washington to be next. They'd kind of make sense. I'd expect them to stay on the West Coast. I would expect them to kind of build up the West Coast first, and then start moving slowly more easterly. I would expect Texas to be way out on its own and kind of left until last, almost, just because Texas is insane. But yeah, I would expect more western states to be next. And in terms of hopes for ATS, I'd hope to see a new truck from SCS in the reasonably near future. Not like tomorrow, but in the next month or two. I'd like to see SCS get all the licensing arranged and whatnot to get maybe a Volvo or something into the game. Because the biggest issue with ATS right now is the truck selection by default, because you get what, 4 trucks. I don't quite think that's enough. I'll play that in a second, by the way. Texas to California stream. Oh my god, dude, when it's gonna be possible, and I hope it is possible someday. I want to do New York to Los Angeles or San Francisco. I want to do a full cross-country run. 3 trucks. I thought there were 2 Peterbilts. A Scania would be nice too, because I know they do make American-style trucks as well. I thought there were 2 different Peterbilts. Because there is the Kenworth with the modern nose, and then you got the W900 with the proper American trucking nose that's just this big rectangular block stuck out the front because the engine had to fit somewhere. You know, I completely... That's why I like that truck. The 900, I will openly admit, is a very ugly truck, aesthetically speaking. But in terms of looking at it like, you know, well, you're just kind of criticizing it. Well, why is there this big, huge nose on it? Well, it's got a big engine, and the engine's got to go somewhere. Yeah, okay. It's actually easier to perform maintenance on trucks that have the engine in front of the cab as well. So, I can get behind the big American noses. they still look silly in 1 Pete and 2 Kenworths. Wow. Yeah, SCS need to get more trucks into the game, quite desperately in fact. Because that's not enough content. That's not enough trucks to be that's not enough trucks to be bringing out somewhere else first, like another state first. I think their priority should be on getting another truck in, or 2, or 3. Because while the trucks and, you know, variety isn't the core of the game, once you get the truck that you want, you've kinda done. You got no goals then. What I'm having for tea? I don't know. I think steak. This field is slowly but surely getting done. I'm gonna just pause here and play an ad. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually swap scenes real quick to this one, because what I'm going to do is I'm gonna change into a t-shirt because I am just overheating. So I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna still be here and just need to swap clothes a bit because I'm uncomfortably warm. I just punched my microphone. This is not my t-shirt, but I'll take it. Don't know why this is doing in my room, but okay. Chips? Probably potatoes. We don't have chips too often. Oh, my microphone's gone off on a wonk now. Sorry, I'm just checking the... Yeah, it's fine. I was just checking the... You know, the grass texture and laser. I think that's the greatest thing about, like, learning how to retexture stuff in Farm Sim and how to swap textures about is you can decide, oh, I really like this texture, it's going into this map over here now. Yeah, it's not a case of, oh, that's got a really nice texture, but I have no idea how to change it. That's one of the things that I think everybody should learn, is how to retexture. Have I done that? I believe so. I'm going to play a second one just in case. I might treble click ad from now on. This t-shirt is slightly more comfortable than the jumper. It's a bit tight. But I ain't gonna complain about that. It is, by the way, a knockoff Spanish jersey from the mid-2000s. We did buy it in Spain, so it is a official knockoff, I guess. I don't know if Spanish sports shops still even do this, but a lot of the stuff they had was like knockoffs. Oh yeah, you can texture whatever you want. But the issue that renaming textures causes is that you then can't use a sand texture unless you rename it dirt. And then you can't use a dirt texture unless you rename it gravel. Personally, what I'd do is I'd rename the cobblestone texture to asphalt. Or I'd rename... Yeah, I'd use like the cobblestone texture as an asphalt as well. Just because you don't really use cobbles all that much in maps. Generally speaking, I know some styles of maps do look a lot better for having cobblestone. Also, I'm slightly concerned that the fill plane for the sunflowers is actually set too low into the map. You know, sand and woodside. Well, that's probably a good thing. This should be coming out over the top of the ground right now, and it's not. Oh, there it is. I don't like how low that's sitting, though. You know what that means? When I say I don't like how low that is to a map, yeah, I'm gonna fix that. Do I have player camera? I don't have player camera installed. It is, however, set too low by default. So what I'll do is I'll pop it into G later on tonight and give it a quick edit just to raise up the fill planes slightly. Not like dramatically, not like blasting them through the roof immediately, but just enough that they're barely visible under normal circumstances. I've got this tractor stuck, I believe. Come on. Come on, you're a tractor, you can... What happens if I release that? Absolutely nothing. I'm gonna have to reset these two, which is not necessarily the greatest because the reset point is over at the shop. Also, I'm stuck on a wall. There we go. You know, I'm also going to reset this to the shop just because I don't want to drive it up there. Because I'm a man and I have a plan. Also, probably a bruise, because I don't mind the reset point being at the shop. It's actually one of the places on the map that makes the most sense, because there is this nice open spot up here. No reset point to be something I'd want to change. The reset point being up here, however, is just... If you want to give it a word, inconvenient is probably the best one, but it's not necessarily bad. Hey Ryan, how you doing? There are certain things that I don't mind. Is like which two letters did you drink, Chief? Was it the CO or the KE? Or was it the OK? Or the CE? Or the OE and then you left the CK? I'm interested now. Which two letters of the Coke did you drink? Well, there's much more variety if you drank two letters of Coca-Cola. Or Pepsi. Or Diet Pepsi Max Ultratron. Which may or may not be a thing. And if it's not... The turning circle... Yeah, the turning on circle on this is terrible, which doesn't make sense. You misspelled liters, Jeef. I was just kind of teasing a bit. And when I do that, it's nothing personal. When I just start teasing like that, I mean absolutely no offense. I'm just kind of messing about, and yeah, I do it to literally everybody. Pepsi Max, a good choice, fine sir. See, this is what it should look like. The turning circle of the Aller. It should be like spinning about on its own axis almost. In fact, the turning circle on this for something with 2 sets of tracks is atrocious. Because both tracks you can see are moving forward still. This one should actually be going backwards for maximum turning circle ability. But let's get the shovel onto this. Because I have a plan. I don't have my joystick bound up quite yet, so I'm not going to be able to use that today. It's also not plugged in, which is kind of a secondary reason I can't use it today. Oh yeah, this thing only has 2 gears. You got slow, which is maximum speed in 2nd gear, and then you got slower, which is 1st gear. So it's not the greatest piece of machinery in the world if you are in a rush to get anywhere with it. But it does look cool, and it's a Volvo. So it's got that. Is Volvo Swedish? I like to think Volvo is Swedish. Also, I changed those controls last time. You're right. Oh, I reset it. Yeah. Derp, derp, derp. This is a really actually quite nice looking map. Like all the qualms I usually have about small maps aside, I kind of ignored for this one intentionally. I wanted a small map so that I could have a good excuse to use the small farms pack. And this, like, I know I'm having to drive around slowly on this map because it's the size of the map, you know, it's the limit, or the limits of the vehicles even. But you know, you don't mind when you're going through something that actually has quite a nice atmosphere almost. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually start just collecting the sunflowers in this field itself. Just as a kind of a temporary measure to speed things up. I say speed things up, I promise you this is speeding things up. It's not what it looks like. It's not 11 kilometers an hour of slowness and ridiculousness. Alright, we're almost there. Still almost there. We're getting there. We've crashed. Because I wasn't paying attention. Alright. Now here's the secondary reason I wanted to bring this down. It is because I want to see how good the shovel trigger is on this. See, there's no hint that there's sunflowers in there anymore. That's my issue with the fill plane. There's no indication that that is actually a fill trigger or a storage area. What happened to the old style? I must have got money to get a Volvo. This is my one modern piece of equipment. I actually had this from the start. I was going to use the Ford 5000, but to be quite honest, I have too many issues with the Ford 5000 to be wanting to use it on two different maps. And the intention is more like small style at the moment than decidedly old. So I don't mind having like a skid steer that looks brand new. It's still very small, and that's kind of what I'm going for. Ford 4000? No, there's only a 5000 front loader. I wasn't making fun of Ford for once. I was legitimately saying I don't want to be buying the Ford 5000 FL. Because number one, it's not very good. And number two, it can only, for whatever reason, only take the thing, telehandler attachments. It's not designated in game with a front loader attachment. You have to get the telehandler equipment, which is very, very silly. And I strongly dislike that. You have a Ford 4000 in real life. I bet it's actually really good. Like I only ever make fun of Ford because I know I can. I bet the Ford 4000 is a really good tractor. For an old timer. I know it's never going to be as good as it wasn't back in the day. And it's, you know, it's relatively powerful for the time. Also, I've also just looked at the time, and I know we're coming up to our third and final ad break. Which, oh no, I've not managed to jam this in again, have I? You're only joking. Oh no, NI Gaming, that was a legitimate comment. I know you were saying it as a joke, but the old style Volvo thing, that is a legitimate comment in my eyes, because I mean, I have said, you know, oh, I'm using old style equipment, and then I bring out this Volvo skid steers. Like, that's decidedly new, Dave. I know, it's the best I could do. So let's tip out the sunflowers here, and we should get a nice pile. Now, why is there no pile? There is no texture on that pile. Where? God dang it, Bob Saget. Okay, the 5000 front loader is going to come in. That's most of the money gone now. And I need to get a... Do I have like a modded one that can take everything? No. Need to get a telehandler bucket. Now the reason I've decided for the Ford 5000, when I went into mod it didn't work and it killed your crop. Yeah, the mud mod has crop destruction turned on. Just so that if you haven't used it before, the mud mod does have crop destruction turned on. You actually need to, I guess, for lack of a better word, edit the mod to turn off crop destruction. The same goes for the terrain response aspects of it. Yeah, this is why I don't like the Ford 5000. How stupid does that look? I mean, that's just dumb. Oh. It's doing its donut stuff again. It just doesn't look good at all. I don't like... I don't want to criticize something without saying something good about it, but there are very few redeeming features in the Ford Forces conversion I have. It's just a bit of a train wreck. The tractors can go to too high a top speed. They have really weird grip characteristics. The have I got a link for this? No, and even if I did, I wouldn't give it out. In all honesty, I think I'm going to be starting off Monday's video by selling off the Ford 5000 I have in Cobra, and just saying, you know, I'm done with it because it's has some flare texture as well. Very odd. It's just not quality. It's badly done. It got the IC in it. But it is an old style shovel. I have one. I have a mod that is an old style shovel. However, it's got a capacity of like 700 liters, which, considering I'm just gonna be putting this back into storage, no thanks. You found me a good Volvo. I want to test something. Could you try sending the link? Where do I get my mods from? Usually FSUK, Mod Hoster, which is admittedly not the best site in the world, but it has some hidden gems. And of late, I get a lot from Mod Central, which is new, but I know for 100% fact that it is a trustworthy site. The mod authors that have their stuff up on there would not be putting it onto a website that is not good. Right, I'm gonna immediately sell the Ford again. And the shovel, which is over here. So I guess this can go back into storage then. Some of the mods I have got from like other sites, but it's primarily those three. And the FarmSim mod up. Ad? Yep, oh yeah, I'm a bit overdue for an ad, so I'll play an ad once I have this going back. I'll play it now, screw it. So, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I've clicked the ad button 4 times, so I'm sure that most of you will have hopefully, maybe, potentially have gotten an ad, maybe. Which is the way in here? Right here, okay. So yeah, in a change of plans, I am actually going to use the storage here. I'm going to fix it up in G later tonight. If I have... Oh yeah, I can replace doing that other thing with doing this for like 5 minutes. No ad for you? Well, dang it, my attempt to cheat ads didn't work. That's fine, seriously. I don't care if you don't get an ad, but it helps, and I am gracious if you do, and you don't use an ad blocker, and you watch the entirety of ads, because that's how the channel can make money. It's not me making money. I don't really skim off the channel at all. All the money the channel makes, until it's got into the realm of like having actual channel savings, is of very little benefit to me personally. The Brody knob was... I've done this again. The Brody knob was bought to help with farm sim, so I could do this and have a hand free, so that when I'm doing like front loader work, I'd have one hand on the wheel like this, and I actually just use my face for the time being. One hand on the wheel like this, and one hand on the joystick like this, doing, you know, all the things on the joystick, and they can do completely separate jobs. Yeah, it just cuts down on the amount of rubbing on the wheel my hands get, and the amount of problems I'll have with the wheel over time. And it's just a bit more comfortable to have a Brody knob, because I don't even really need to have the palm of my hand on it, because I can just slip it in between two fingers and go. Won't let you send the link. Okay, that was a test. Can I change this setting in here? Ah! Okay, NI Gaming, if you can send the link to me via private message, or by Twitter, by DM, or I think you can message it to the channel on Facebook. They're the three best avenues to get the link to me. No, I want that turned on. I want this also turned on. Or you can, yes, you can send the link to Jeff as well, if you want. But there are plenty of avenues to send the link to me if you can't get into chat because you're not a moderator. I just wanted to test a filter YouTube has by default. And it should in theory be turned off, but it's not. Which is odd. I won't be installing any mods again today. If I install a mod, I'll check it out later tonight or maybe tomorrow morning, before the stream. I tend not to test mods during streams because I tend to get very hypercritical of mods at times. Because the mods I like are fairly specific. I won't say like ultra mega specific. They have to be exactly this way or I won't use one. But I will openly admit that I am super duper 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 picky with mods. And if a mod is quality, I will overlook certain aspects of it, not meeting my usual standards. I'm guessing GV send you a private message. Hey Harry, again. You never seem to say hello. You can feel free to say other things. But yeah, I'm super mega picky with mods. I don't want mods that have errors. That's just like a big no-no. Because if a mod has an error, it means that the mod author didn't have the dedication towards the mod to fix it. If you release a mod that has an error, it means that you cannot be bothered to ensure that your mod actually functions. Now, why would I download a mod like that? If I know Farming Man 19. I don't think I know him personally, but I think I've seen a couple of his things. I don't watch much YouTube or Twitch. Simply because I don't have a lot of time. When I finish my stream, I usually have like an hour downtime where I can watch a video or two, or just like jump straight into recording the video for the next day, and then yeah, I record the video for the next day, or just have an hour downtime where I'm chilling out, and then like I go for dinner, and that's another hour or two because I'm lazy and I'm fat and I like food, and I'll have a cup of tea, and then I'll come up and start working on maybe something else, or tomorrow's video again, or the next day's video, start to finish, and then I render and do another thing while I'm rendering and watch. That's when I can watch a video for definite. But I am very picky about. He has 55 subs. Awesome. It's always cool when you see somebody who's got you know, a few subs subscribing to you, because I always take it as a compliment when I see somebody who also makes videos who subscribe to me. It's like, you know, I make videos, they make videos, and they clearly respect my videos enough to say, oh, these are really good, or I like this style, I want to see what mods he uses, or whatever. I always take that as a compliment, and any feedback people provide I do take seriously. It's like, sometimes I physically can't do things like, oh, you should use the Oculus Rift. If I could, I would. Trust me. That's an unrealistic request. Mods 2015. Ooh, mods2015.com, just FYI, has a tendency to host stolen mods. You've only got 7? Give it some time. Everybody had only 7 subscribers once upon a time. I had 7 once. I had 0 for quite a while. And now I'm almost at 700, which is wow. Mods2015.com. A lot of mod sites just steal mods straight off another site, don't credit the authors correctly, and will host private mods that have been stolen. The likes of FSUK and Mod Central, they don't do that. If you steal private mods, try and upload them there, they'll be taken down within 24 hours, very easy. You're 36. Yeah. What? I'm confused. I'm very, very confused. I was talking about like how if somebody subscribes to you who makes videos themselves and has lots of subscribers, it is a compliment. If they've got any non-zero number of subscribers, I take it as a compliment. As long as I can see videos on their channel. If it's somebody who's got 400, 500, 600 subs but never a video, it's like, yeah, this guy is trying to look more legit or doing something ridiculous. Because there's one guy, and I've seen him, and he is trying to get to, I think it's 1,000 subs or something, or 100,000, without ever posting a video. He wants to get a play button, and that's all he cares about. And it's like, seriously, the play button is like, for me, getting a play button from YouTube is kind of the holy grail. Because like the first one's at 100k, which means Daggerwin is due to get one in the near future, and there's like 1 million, and I think it's 10 million maybe But there's only like 2 or 3 play buttons you can get, and they're for very, very tough achievements. Like 100k subs is not a small number. 100,000 people. That is bigger than most stadiums. And like even 700 people, that's a really quite large crowd. I'm gonna check this mod out while that's unloading. Oh, the Volvo LM, yeah, I tried that before. The Volvo BMs. I tried them before and they are not pretty and not massively functional. I did... What the... Oh, I hit 3. That kind of works, I guess. Control. Tab. There we go. Let's start this up. Away we go. Yeah, the Volvo BMs I did try before. They're not great. Can I check out your channel? I actually will later on. I tend to check out the channels of most people who make videos and subscribe to me, just kind of out of curiosity. Just to see what kind of people, what kind of videos people make themselves, so that maybe I can change an aspect or two of what I make, and just to see what they themselves like, because I mean, it's, you usually make the kind of videos you want to see, and that's kind of important to me in a way. I know that not everybody can be good at, you know, commentary and keeping a running tally of things in their heads, and I'm terrible at the running tally thing and probably not great with the commentary, but that's something you can learn over time, is how to just talk your way through things, and Roller Coaster Tycoon is really helping me with that, because that is just me giving a running commentary on my own thoughts. Whereas with Farm Sim I'm trying to think about what I need to do, and then, you know, do it, and then think, well, what do I want to plan next, and well, what do I want to do next? And I've just realised this is going to cause problems. I need to turn off withering and slow down growth. If I'd kept growth on, I would have lost like half of this field. Or withering on even. That field looks to be planted there. That's a lot of barley. How much is this field? I don't want to be doing fields I don't own. 33k. Are all the fields planted? So we got field 1, 12 and 5. So 5 is almost probably halfway done. Sometimes that's a compliment, Chief, because I look like I'm in my mid 30s or 40s when I'm definitely not. You're 10. See, that was a compliment. Can tell which are planted by the colours on the PDA that I don't like? Not really. Because 6 is the same colour as 12, and 1 is just a weird colour in itself. 5, I don't know why he's coloured it yellow. I mean, that's why I use the maxi map. This makes sense to me, is like seeing, oh well, field 15, fields 2, 15, 3, 16, 6, 7, 8 and 11 have nothing there. And most of the map is grass, because I've presumably got grass turned on here. Yes. And a high grass. There we go. I think that's it's a good mod to have. You're 16? I'm 24. I know I look a lot older than that, possibly. Because I've been told it plenty of times. But, yeah, I'm still young and by some standards. I think most YouTubers start off in their, or like hit their stride properly in their mid-20s. I do not look around 20, I know that for a fact. I haven't looked around 20 since I was like 17. Since I started growing the beard out anyway. Depending on some... Yeah, I know that, and I always kind of think that map makers should take the PDA picture before planting up the fields. It always strikes me that, oh, they've just said, oh, yeah, I've kind of forgotten to do the field up right here. I'm just gonna run off and do the PDA picture now before I start uploading it to FSUK. I know it's just supposed to help at the start, but you know, it is not necessarily great when you then have to try and match up the pictures later on, or when you're seeding something different there and at a distance it looks to be a completely different color. It's a bit lazy in my eyes. You'll be happy when you hit 10 subs. Everybody's got their aims. I think every YouTuber just wants to hit that next goal, that next step for them. And my next major goal is 1,000. I've got some primary plans in place for 1,000. I did need to get everything completely organised a bit closer to the time, but there's stuff kind of ready. 700 is the next minor goal. I won't be doing any specials for that. So it'll be 1k, probably 5k, and then if I ever get there, 10k. And if I get to 10k, I'd probably end up doing like a giveaway of something actually quite good or something. Yours is too, Faye. I thought your goal was to make a video, Faye. Or to upload a picture. Because you said you'd do it like a month ago and you still haven't. Ugh. So we're almost done with the stream. There's less than 10 minutes left. We're in the final stretch today. I didn't realise field 12 over there was actually seeded up. So I guess that this is going to extend out a bit because I do want to harvest that field and then get started on cultivating this one. I might test saving that for your 5 subscriber special. I have seen somebody do that before. Can I play an Xbox 360? No, I don't own one. I don't own a capture card. I only own PC. I own an Xbox controller, which is hidden under a pile of stuff. Possibly up there somewhere. But I don't own an Xbox. Come on Discord? No, no Jeeve, I have... well, I might later on, but not like straight away. I have a pile of stuff that I want to get done. Including the video for tomorrow. I've got other stuff that I want to work on. I want to try and find some information about things. and get my hands on some stuff as well if I can. And it's just everything's gonna be a bit hectic, and very little of it is related to the personal life stuff that I've got going on at the moment. That I'm not gonna go into great detail on stream, but there is stuff going on in my personal life to a certain extent. Your videos are not good. You're new, and to be quite honest, Harry, you're young. I wouldn't expect somebody who's 10 to be coming out with the greatest videos ever. You learn, making videos isn't like instantly having this insanely good video ready and putting it up on YouTube. It's a learning experience. You look at the video, you look at what you've done, you've maybe screwed something up and you fix it. And then maybe later on you come back and say, maybe I want to edit these videos a bit more than I do. And you make the time to do that. Hey Max! You know, it's not just it seems like that for me sometimes, that it's not just you don't have a computer. Well, that's an issue. That's definitely an issue for editing. Something you might want to, if you want to make a lot of video game stuff. A computer is a very good thing because you can edit the videos. Oh my god. Stop yelling, dude. Editing videos can change them completely, which is both good and bad, because you can turn a bad video into a really good video, or you can turn a really good video into a terrible video if you screw up the editing somehow, or if you mess something up. You know, it's very easy to mess up, and it happens. You don't have anybody. That sucks. Why am I so yawning? Oh my god, I need to stop yawning. You got a head? Let's see if Fahy's girlfriend's just showing up and he's like, oh no. Best keep her happy. I'll get you on the instrument. What? Oh. Stop filming! You don't have any money. Yeah. That's an issue that everybody goes through, Harry. Sometimes it's a case of saving up, sometimes you just get... Am I tired? Not as tired as I was yesterday, I'm just freaking yawning like, oh my god! I'm just yawning like mad at the moment. I don't know why. I'm gonna punch myself in the face if this keeps up. Not really, but it's tempting. That's frustrating. Oh my god, stop it! Ugh. You wake up at 4 every day? Which 4? AM or PM? 6 PM, yes! Stream is saying I've only been live for an hour 59 though, so I'm going to continue on for another minute or so. In fact, no, I'm gonna close up shop for the day. So I'm gonna finish by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching The Little Farm in Farming Simulator 15. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye. And Randall showed up at the exact wrong time.